Hey guys, this is Comic Inno, and today I'm doing a review for The Flash. So let's start talking about this episode. So with this episode, we get to see the return of the Reverse Flash. So not Harrison Wells' Reverse Flash, but the Reverse Flash. The actual Reverse Flash. And we get to see what his true origins is, how he came to be Harrison Wells in season 1, and you get to see the little, I guess, tracks he takes to get there. So it's kind of like a lesson in time travel, this episode, and in the end, even though Barry pretty much wants to kill him or capture him, he has to protect Cisco, who's vibing away because of the timeline and the new timeline that might come, and his vibe powers are being affected by it. So Barry has to do the hardest thing and let Reverse Flash go. And that's kind of what this episode's about. Subplots happening here. We get to see who the Earth 2 version of Jay Garrick is, which is, can't think of his name. It's the actual persona of Zoom in the comics. Don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but yeah, it'll come to me. But so I thought that was interesting. We'll see how that plays out. Is the Earth 1 Jay Garrick not related to Zoom? Because I don't think he actually is Zoom, but I don't know. I mean, the mystery of Zoom is going to be interesting. So we get to see that with Jay, and then of course their budding relationship with Caitlin, because they don't really know what else to do with her in this season. And then we have Patty, who finds out that Barry is Flash, and is like, "You're the Flash. You're definitely the Flash." And then Barry says no, and that would have been the thing keeping her in the city. And then in the end, she comes up with a ploy to find out that Barry is the Flash, and she's like, "All right, bye, Barry." And then we're like, "Bye, Patty. I guess this is your last episode," which supposedly it is. And other subplots is with Iris and Wally dealing with their mother's death. And we don't really get to see her die on screen yet. It seems like it's coming soon, but it's just one step closer for this family to be formed and I guess become a bit closer. So that's kind of what's going on in this episode. So what did I think of the episode overall? Weak part, honestly, Patty. I've been a little disappointed with Patty because I was excited to see her in the show. I think she's an interesting comic book character, but they didn't really know what to do with her. She was just like another love interest, and then they're like, "No, we need to make her find out that she's the that Barry's the Flash." And the way they did it here is just, it felt weird. You didn't really need it. Honestly, Patty's last episode really could have been last episode. It really didn't have to be this one, because I guess it gives you a little closure if you like the relationships. Like, oh, alright, they're kind of happy, they separated apart, at least she knows that Barry's Flash, but it's just another person that knows that Barry's is the Flash, and I don't really know if Patty necessarily needed to know that he was the Flash. So I honestly thought that was a very weak part of the episode and wasn't really needed. Another part I kind of wish they would have fleshed out more, but definitely had good emotion, was Iris and Wally. I do want Wally to be a little bit more likable in the show, but I guess they're trying to make him that type of character where you don't like him yet and then you'll grow to like him. I don't know if I want that with Wally, because I always feel like Wally's been a lovable character since the beginning, but that's the route they're taking with him. They're going a little bit more of his attitude in the New 52, which I kind of would have rathered the pre-New 52 attitudes with the character, but hopefully in the end it will lead us to a good character for this season. They're definitely going slower with that plot. So that was a pretty good plot. It was okay. And then we have the Reverse Flash plot, which kind of felt out of place, because I feel like they've kind of put the Zoom story on the shelf for a little while, which is weird, because that is the main story. So this kind of felt like this sideline thing. It's like, "Hey guys, you like season 1, right? Let's talk about season 1 again." I'm like, but we're in the middle of season 2, and I want to like learn more about the Zoom plot. So I don't know if they really needed this Reverse Flash origin story. It was fun, and if you like time travel, it was cool. I'm kind of like half on time travel. Like, I like when there's a big shocker with time travel, or if there's some really good character moments with time travel, which I guess over here you do. It's more villain moments, though. So, was this necessarily needed? Not really. I don't think we needed the Reverse Flash origin story. I think we could have kind of picked up the pieces of, how he became the Reverse Flash and how he knew Harrison Wells. But I think the best part of it is that we learn a little bit more about Cisco's powers and his abilities. You kind of dig into Barry a little bit more of what extent he would go to as a hero. So I guess that was interesting. But overall, I wasn't totally overwhelmed with this episode, and I'm more looking forward to when the episodes concentrate again on our big plot, which is Zoom, and honestly, when we get to the Earth 2 part of the story, which is something new and fresh with this series. So that's kind of my opinion. It was not as bad as last week's episode, but it still wasn't overwhelming for me. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Of course, I'll have a review for The Flash next week. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links from my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.